All right, so for mine, oh shoot, wait. I'm doing the House of Mouse, which I'm calling the Hotel of Mouse because it makes sense to me. Anyways,
Clever.
so this is what the lobby would look like. It would be very similar to the Tower of Terror, but like a modern, less haunted Tower of
Hmm.
Terror. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I feel
But
like,
cleaner.
yeah, cleaner, less cobwebs, less terror,
Hmm.
I just feel like the House of Mouse is very like Hollywood type thing, but a little bit more modernized because I feel like if they were to build like something like the Tower of Terror lobby, it would be dated before they even constructed it.
Yeah.
And so this is what the rooms would kind of look like. They got the blue carpet with the like kind of gold colored pattern, that's normally seen in the Disney resorts. Blue patterned curtains, and then a big House of Mouse exterior shot as the headboard in the room.
Mhm.
Cute.
Now let's go on to the signature dining. So the signature dining would be called the House of Mouse, obviously, respectively, because that is a dining type show. And so the exterior would look the same as the show, and there would be a red carpet where guests walk up and take a photo by the PhotoPass cast member. And then the interior would look just like the show with tables and the booths, but on a bigger scale, obviously, to hold more people. And so the House of Mouse show brings all Disney characters together. So I wanted to do something similar with the food. So as an appetizer, you can try Kronk's spinach puffs from the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
Entrees, the terrible teriyaki from Henryhausen's from Monsters Inc.
Ooh.
Spaghetti and meatballs from Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
Maybe even try the soup Remy fixes for linguine in Ratatouille.
Mhm.
And also try a taro beverage inspired by Moana.
Oh.
So cute.
And for the desserts, you can try Snow White's gooseberry pie. You can even celebrate any occasion with some of Aurora's birthday cake.
Mhm.
You can even try the gray stuff, which in my mind, this takes place in Disneyland. So Disneyland would finally get a good gray stuff. No offense to Red Rose Tavern, but that one was not it. Anyways,
I liked
you liked it? Interesting.
the cake in the middle.
True though. You could even try the beignets from Tiana's place, and even chocolate halpia cake from Lilo and Stitch, which is not specified in the movie, but it makes sense to me for it to be halpia chocolate cake. Which, if you don't
Mhm.
know what halpia is, it's just like coconut flavored.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want this.
Make it tropical.
This looks amazing.
And I
You
chose
can't
the.
have any of this.
I know.
I'm sorry. No, well, we'll make some vegan and
Some gluten free.
Gluten
yeah,
free, yeah.
that stuff. But I chose the foods that Disney doesn't necessarily like showcase in the parks or anywhere else other than the gray stuff, but like foods that you want, but they don't actually make them,
Mhm.
at least as of now. But anyways, so there would be a stage, as you can see in this top right corner. The stage would have a show of different Disney characters showcasing their talents, singing songs, or maybe even showing like a clip from their movie. And then there would be a bunch of Disney characters that will be meeting and greeting around the tables for guests. And you might even see some very rare characters, such as maybe some sea members or even
Ooh.
Red from Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yes.
Ooh.
or maybe even Dr. Seeker. Who knows?
No,
No, you wouldn't want Dr.
I can't
Seeker?
wait.
that one's
Retracting
a
that.
hard no.
Redacted. Redacted.
But there would be just a whole bunch of Disney characters for everyone to see, and even Disney
Mhm.
villains as well. And then, so that's the signature dining. So now we're gonna go on to the quick service, which I call showstoppers, because it's inspired by the Disney Channel type foods that you see on the Disney
Oh.
Channel. So we have some items from Bueno Nacho from Kim Possible. Experiment 625's favorite sandwich. You can even get a fried chicken meal from Quickie Chiggy from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh my God, Quickie Chicky.
You even get a sub sandwich from the Waverly Substation from Wizards of Waverly Place. And you can even try a Fireside Girl Scout cupcake.
Why is this awesome?
Okay,
I'm obsessed.
but did anyone else play the 625 sandwich stacker like nobody's business on
Yes, I did.
DisneyChannel.com?
I did too.
Mhm.
That was one of the best games ever.
Yep.
But this is very like nostalgic. You know, this hotel's very reminiscent. You know.
Mhm.
So now we're going on to the pools. So I was thinking more of like, because it's, you know, Hollywood type upscale kind of thing. So there would be a pool, obviously, but there would be like a cabana. So in this bottom left corner, there's like a shallow moat and some steps that you get to your cabana. And then behind that, there would be this really big private cabana or private pool with a poolside bar.
Mhm.
And then the main pool would be a paint pool.
Ooh.
So there would be paint buckets that pour water into the pool with LED lights with their respective color. And then there are LED lights throughout the pool that just change color throughout the pool and give like a little like party type thing, which I thought was really cool.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's all I got for this one.
I'd be spending all my time at that side pool. I don't know
for
about you,
real.
but I love a good swim up bar.
Mhm.
I want this really bad now.
Also,
Okay.
real quick, Sky, before we continue on with
No, you're
yours,
good.
I want to say, for those of you watching YouTube, I may yawn, but it's not because I don't like any of these ideas. It's because I work a big boy job, and some days I'm very tired. So it's never because of anything they're doing. I'm not.
It's also,
being
yeah,
passive-aggressive.
I agree. I'm with you there. It's also almost midnight for me. So that's a thing too.
Okay. Moving on to The Little Mermaid. So
Oh,
this will be in addition to Yacht Beach Club next to Epcot. The front, I really wanted to look like the giant colorful facade in Tokyo of Atlantica. On the front, overtaking it by the underwater castle and changing the lake out front of the hotel to Mermaid Lagoon. Because if you watch Once Upon a Time, Little Mermaid and Peter Pan are connected through a portal. So I really want that connecting Neverland and Atlantica.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So as you walk through the hotel, I want a medley of Fathoms Below, Kiss the Girl, and Part of Your World, kind of like an orchestral version with the piano.
Mhm.
For the inside of the hotel, I'm thinking lots of blues and whites to create the idea of high royalty. And right at the entrance, we're going to move the big statue of Triton from Fantasyland and put him in front of the entrance. And I want it to like have like light up lights on the Trident that changes color as you enter, and that like interacts with guests as you go through the door. The quick service that I decided to create is the Le Poisson Deli. It's a typical pop century aesthetic food court with the audio playing of Le Poisson. The table service, I decided to do the Kiss the Girl restaurant. This will be a lot like the movie Sitting in the Bayou surrounded by the animals, a lot like Rainforest Cafe, but more romantic with the backdrop setting of Blue Bayou with a sweet rendition of Kiss the Girl as you walk in. There will also be a fountain of Scuttle hanging on top with the binoculars looking at guests in the restaurant with flounder in the water below him, as well as storks and turtles all over the restaurant. And I really wanted to be super interactive, so I decided to have multiple moments through the dining experience where Sebastian sings Kiss the Girl and all of the animals come to life and they interact with the guests there. The dining will be a 3-course meal similar to Cali Grill. The main pool, I decided to do the Under the Sea with the bunch of fish everywhere, thinking a lot of the Art of Animation pool with Finding Nemo, and have a section of live animatronics with Sebastian leading the chorus of Under the Sea, as well as other songs from that film. And the giant water slide will be wrapped around a giant free-floating jellyfish as you weave through the tentacles of the jellyfish. I thought it'd be really cool. It's similar to the area next to Little Mermaid in Disneyland, or I guess DCA. And then for the quiet pool, I made the part of your world pool with Ariel looking on top of the giant rock from the film on one side. And then on the other side is a giant playship of Eric's ship as she reaches out, longing to be with him.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of different key moments of the film scattered throughout the hotel. So I would love that. I love Little Mermaid. So just seeing anything related to that, I would die for.
I love the Kiss the Girl restaurant.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
I'm picturing
You
like
literally
some...
like you could see my face just like completely change when that happened. I was like, oh, I want it.
Like a mix
so
between
much.
Rainforest Cafe and Blue Bayou.
You and Rainforest Cafe, though.
It's a deep love that I will never have leave my soul. It is so special to me.
December 21st, let's go.
I have
That'll
something
be
similar, but
ooh, okay.
Or something similar to Rainforest Cafe in my next one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But I don't know, for the Kiss to Go restaurant, I'm like I'm picturing like some kind of movement or something. I don't know why, which would not be the best choice, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
It should be live entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that, honestly.
Yes.
I want to be on stage singing Kiss the Girl.
Have
I'll
like
be Scuttle.
have like the seats, each one of the tables, like I don't know how you would do this, but like on a circular platform, so they like slowly spin around, and have like fountains like surrounding the
Grill.
Yeah,
like Garden Grill.
Yeah, kind of.
That's awesome.
All right, Jared, what is your next one? Or your last one, I guess.
Yeah, my last one. My last one is Descendants, which
yes, I love that movie with a literal passion. Continue, sorry.
So this one is enough for two. There's a lot of ideas here. So for the theming, I pretty much have the lobby as Oridon because I just really love Oridon.
It's so nice.
It's lots of golds and blues, very, Beauty and the Beast, classic French architecture. It kind of has like that modern twist because, Ben is king now.
True.
And there's a statue of the royal family in the lobby. And it's not just Beast like it is in the movies. It's like Belle, Beast, and Ben. I also did sections of the hotel based off of the different VKs, the 4 VKs.
Yes.
So the Carlos section is entirely black and white with red accents. The rooms have faux fur blankets, and they almost look 101 Dalmatians themed because like that's kind of the idea. They're very I got very interior designy for these.
No, that's awesome.
It's giving Art Deco design, and if you don't know what Art Deco design is, think Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like those patterns and those levels, and like it's kind of like the Great Gatsby, but I want it completely black and white except for those little red accents that we know and love from Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. The Mal section is personally my favorite because if y'all know me, I love a good purple. It's purples and greens of various shades because I don't think she has a specific one. I mean, I know like bright royal purple is her color, but like you see her in pastels, dark purples, bright greens, like forest greens. You see her in all of it. So I just want lots of purples and greens. I want royal architecture because whether she likes it or not, she's a queen.
Right.
I was thinking very dark academia contemporary. So think like for the people who don't know what that is, think what you'd think of for like Slytherin, like kind of like the blacks and
Purple
very
Slytherin.
yeah, pretty much.
Purple Slytherin, yes.
It's like clean lines and sharp edges, but very clean cut and like lots of that, but like a contemporary vibe. Oh, I wrote it down. I don't know why I just did that. Dark academia interior design embraces dark colors, rich textures, and vintage inspired decor. So like leaning more towards the old side because I don't know, it's really cute. It's really pretty. I do want dragons throughout the architecture though. Like I want pillars to just have scaling wrapping around some pillars, and I want like dragon heads on pillars, and I want all that. I want to embrace the dragon. The EV sections are dark blues and maroons, just like what she wears. It's also more of that royal architecture, but more of a Victorian design. So more plushy, more comfortable, but also at the same time a lot more, I guess you'd say, high end and royal. Lots of mirrors, lots of
Of course,
lots of mirrors. Without creating portals, we don't need portals. The J section of the hotel is lots of tans, neutrals, kind of like the dragons, but with snakes built into the designs. But I want these ones more like hidden Mickeys. Like you know, where like you'll see like in a guardrail there's like a hidden Mickey in it. I want like a section of it to have scales and have it just straight up be a snake.
That's really cool.
These rooms are giving more of an urban vibe, so like very street smart, street arts, street paintings, lots of natural light. The word I was looking for earlier is skylight, and I just remembered that.
Okay.
So like lots of light, that kind of thing, because he may be Jafar's son, but he's very street smart. He's very urban. It's like that idea. The signature pool I have is called Isle of the Lost Bay. It's designed like the bay surrounding the Isle of the Lost, with an island in the center that's decorated, that's designed like the Isle of the Lost. There's a bunch of different slides coming out of it that are themed to not just our four main VKs, but also, you know, Audrey, Ben, the newer VKs that came in the third movie, Uma. I love Uma.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Uma, my quick service restaurant is called Ursula's Grub, kind of like the movie, and it's a fish and chip shop. And this is also getting back into Sky territory. You ready for it?
Oh yeah.
The signature dish is called the Ursula platter. It's a fish and chips platter with deep fried scallops and calamari.
Yes,
that's right.
We in a Sky mood today.
Uma's mom.
We in a Sky mood today.
We love brutally terrorizing Disney characters.
Yes. I mean, we don't know where she's getting it in the actual movie either. We never see Ursula. We see one tentacle.
That's true.
The signature dining is called Oridon Royal Table, so kind of like Cinderella's Royal Table. But this one is a cocktail lounge. I decided I wanted a full bar, but also with a full food menu. I gave this one a signature drink because it's a cocktail lounge. It's called the Mal Martini.
Oh yeah.
It's pomegranate and lavender gins and vermouth with purple edible glitter and topped with a lime twist. It's iconic.
Yeah.
Really want that. Sounds good.
I know. I might make it actually.
Do it.
And then the main food. Bear with me on this one. It's a little weird, but it's such a good flavor profile. It's called the poison apple fillet.
That just sounds cool.
I could picture that.
It's so good. It's a fillet. I also did my research just on this one. It's a filet mignon, butter basted with ginger apple butter.
Ooh.
And then
okay.
it's served with horseradish, mashed potatoes, and grilled onion and fennel.
Ooh, that
Wow.
sounds so good.
I love when you do your research.
It makes you hungry.
You should be a chef.
My mom said that one time.
Did she?
She did. She was like, "What does Jared do? Is he a chef?"
No, I just really look up my food because I'm a big boy. I like my food. I thought about it. I don't know. Watch me one day just FaceTime y'all and be like, I made both of these. Just the Mount Martini and the poison apple.
I made a 5-course meal as well.
I now run California Grill at Walt Disney World.
You didn't know I own it now? Well.
Surprise.
And I can't get you in either.
He's the head chef.
Yikes.
He said exclusive. Okay, that's it for Descendants. So let's head on over to Armida.
Okay, let's do. Okay, guys, I want a castle. I'm doing Sleeping Beauty for my next hotel, and I want a full-on castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking like Sleeping Beauty's castle. I don't want that. I want like Shanghai, that castle, like full on, right?
Like storybook.
So the whole, exactly. So the whole building is a layout of a castle similar to Shanghai Disneyland's castle. It rests on a hill with a road fenced by stone walls, protecting guests from the thorns that were placed by Maleficent. So like over the walls, you could see them kind of like protruding out this way a little bit, which is spooky, right? Okay, so the lobby is the entrance of the castle over the drawbridge that leads guests through wooden doors directly into the throne room from the beginning of the movie. On either side of the room are the reception desks, while the thrones are available for guests as a photo op. Similarly to the Grand California, the balcony over the stone wall connects to the hallways of the upper floors of the hotel. At 12 p.m., 5 p.m., and 10 p.m., dolls dressed as royal attendants play the fanfare as like each guest comes in, but I don't want it when every person walks in. That's annoying. So I gave it 3 like specific times of the day. So for this one, I went a little bit harder on it, just because I can, and it's a little bit easier. When it's all one theme, it's a little bit easier. So I actually I did it by standard, deluxe suite, and then club level suite. So the standard room is 2 queen beds. One has blue accents and the other has pink. The room looks similar to Aurora's castle bedroom with the large fireplace that holds the dresser and the TV. So it has like that stone wall, like wallpaper. And then the fireplace, instead of like the gateway to death, it's just the dresser and the TV. On the deluxe suite version is 2 queen beds in one room and a king bed in the master bedroom with a similar pattern to Aurora's dress, with the pink and the blue clashed colors together when those 2 colors collide. The kitchenette has wall decorations of Fauna's baking disaster. So like the floating like eggs, or like the floating flour, and then like you can see like the flour dust patterns on the walls, like her kind of like falling apart, right? And the club level suite is themed to the aesthetic of the woodcutter's cottage, but in a much in a cleaner way. So you get like that wooden texture, but instead of having it falling apart at the hinges, it's more like clean cut, and it has like patterns of like the fairy dust on it. It has the full kitchen, like Fauna's full kitchen. It has the full bedroom with the glorious bedspread that Aurora has with the canopy on top. Yeah.
Would it kind of be like the tree houses that they have at Disney World?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
That's what I was kind of thinking, was like elevated, like 2-story. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of like this part a lot. The restaurant, just off to the side of the main lobby it's going to be in the Royal Banquet Hall. Hourly, a minstrel plays classic Disney songs on the lute, because I love that little minstrel so much.
Aww.
I love that little drunk minstrel with my whole heart. So I want him playing Disney songs. I want this particular cast member to have a lot of charisma too, and a lot of humor to him. kind of like in the style of like a traditional clown, like theatrical clown. Like he doesn't speak, but he has a lot of physical comedy to him. So the drink specialty is called the scumpa, which is a Finnish sparkling wine, because the song where the two kings sing together and get drunk is called Scumps. I figured that'd be cute. And it's going to be served in a screen replica golden bottle for the table, the ones they pour out of to each other. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you get the goblets and everything, right? We're looking at a full, like, upscale medieval, like the medieval times, but better and more authentic to the time as well.
Yes.
So the featured appetizer is going to be a charcuterie board of cheeses, flatbreads, and dried fruits, which is like a fancier version of what they would have done back then. They would just put it in like little bowls and like giving that to you. So I put it on a board instead. The featured main course is a choice of either roasted chicken, pork, or beef with a side of red potatoes and mixed vegetables. And the featured dessert, and I'm so glad that Troy said this, but the featured dessert is Aurora's birthday cake as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Gotta get that in.
Yeah, gotta put that in there. You have to. So I have two pools. I have one that's more kid friendly, and I have one that's more on like the adult side, a little bit more signature.
Or swim up our side.
Yeah. So the kiddie pool ranges from about 2 to 5 feet, set in the woodcutter's cottage, like right outside that little pond area there, with a woodland creature kind of vibe to it. The water
so cool.
slide. The water slide actually exists in a sculpture of the cottage.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's like
sick.
steps going up to it, and then like you go into the second floor of the cottage, and then you ride the water slide out that way.
Cute.
And then the adult pool, quote unquote, the signature pool ranges from 3 to 6 feet and is themed to Maleficent's castle.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
It's a little
interesting.
bit darker. There's some green lights in there. You get the thorn trees. You get the ominous like fog a little bit too.
You got to move that giant Lego dragon down there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
All right. And that is the Sleeping Beauty Hotel, my friends.
I really like that one.
That's so good.
It's so good. All right, here's my final one as well, Jared. So
Oh my
this is
gosh.
my Finding Dory Hotel. So I'm actually going to be calling it the Reef Resort because I found that to be very fitting. I like that. It sounds like a lot of the Disney hotels, they're not called like IP name, you know? They're
Yeah.
like very like discreet in a way. So this is where you would check in. The walls are from Turtle Talk with Crush. I believe the one in Florida. I've never been there, so don't come for me. But I think that's where those ones are from. And then there's a white counter, and I didn't want it to feel too busy because the wall's already enough. But there's going to be a tan tile walkway, where it's like it takes you from the entrance to the counter or to like the elevators or to the doors, and then the other parts would be just like this light blue tile, and then the Reef Resort would be similar to like the Marine Life Institute sign from the Total Talk with Crush in DCA, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then I also want an aquarium attached to the hotel, or at least a mini one. But I didn't know how that would play out, but ideally that's what I would want. But this is what the lobby would look like. Again, the tan tiles would go around the like lounge-ish area, and everything like the seats, chair, and the table, all that would be on the like blue section, if that makes sense. And then we got this 3D wave like type wallpaper or wall decal thing. And then I wanted this like this very blue tiled like really big wave. You know how like Disney does, how it's like one big thing. Yeah. And then we got like this blue chair, blue coral decor, and this little round white table. Now for the rooms, so this is what the hallway would look like. Obviously, we got the little carpet floor, the tan walls, and so there would be it would be mostly blue. I wanted it to feel like you're in an aquarium, but not overly like you're underwater. Here's a bunch of characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wanted it to feel very much like an aquarium.
Yeah.
And we got Hank in the closet as well. And then this is what the bathroom would look like. We got like a dark blue on the bottom, wall molding in the middle, and then like a decal of like a coral reef.
That's so pretty.
It is
Thank
really
you.
pretty.
And then we got the lights up top, and then we got this mirror with a lighting border around it, and then the shower as well, which is like a light blue on top, and then a green, a darker blue, and then a dark blue. And then I wanted the door to be a sliding one because I just felt that was it just felt like it fit very well within the space. And then, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the food. Ooh, so we're kind of getting into sky territory again, but not
More
really.
Oh
sushi.
no, again.
So Sushi Twist.
I feel so honored.
Sushi Twist is going to be the signature dining, and I wanted similar to, I forgot what it was called, but the one restaurant in Florida where it's got like that big aquarium. Do you know what
Oh,
that
yeah.
one? I forget what it's called.
Coral Reef.
Coral Reef. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I want the one from the Finding Dory movie, that aquarium instead. And
Oh.
so the entry, I really loved the Rainforest Cafe entrance from Disneyland, downtown Disney in Disneyland in California, where it has like kind of like an archway aquarium, but I want fog. I want fog to like kind of come down, kind of just
Okay.
like kind of like a curtain in a way, but I do
Mhm.
want a rope because I was like, well, I don't want people to like run into each other, you know? So I want a rope that is clear, like entrance and exit, you know?
Mhm.
So these are the drinks. So we got a
Oh.
cherry blossom soda.
Ooh.
Oh,
Looks
also
so good.
I chose Sushi Twist because it's sushi dining, but with a twist. Anyways, besides that.
All
Oh.
vegetarian.
So we got the cherry blossom soda with whipped cream, and if you're watching this on YouTube, there's ice cream in the picture, but that seems more like a dessert to me, so whipped cream to me made more sense. And then we got lavender matcha latte. Those are like more of the like premium drinks, you know. And then this is the food. Here's the twist. It's sushi but with a twist. So we got sushi burritos, sushi donuts, sushi burgers, sushi tacos, poke, vegan rolls, and other fan favorites like the spicy tuna roll. And
Spicy Luca roll.
exactly. But it sucks because I kind of wanted this to be a vegetarian place because I was like, fish, it's all about like the aquarium, but I was like, it doesn't necessarily make sense with the theming and all that. So I went with fish, but I didn't pull a sky and was like, here's the dory roll, you know, here's the Lost Nemo. He got lost and never came back.
We found him. He's on the plate.
Here's the Merlin blood.
No, it's Coral's blood because she got eaten by the barracuda in the beginning of the first movie.
Yeah.
The Finding Nemo
Shut up.
siblings. Anyways, we're past that. So this is the quick service H2 Ocean. I thought it was really clever.
That's actually really smooth.
Oh.
Someone probably came up with that, but H2 Ocean, quick service. Let's get into it. So this restaurant or quick service would take place near the pool, and it would have like a lot of kind of like appetizer type foods. So there'd be loaded fries, seafood ceviche, wings, and a watermelon kiwi juice, pina colada, and sparkling lemonade, which I thought that all these were like very like outdoor type, you know, pool type foods. And as for the pools, this is one of the kiddie pools that we got. It's basically like, you know, a kiddie play area with familiar characters from Finding Dory. And then we got a multi-level
Yes.
pool.
Yes.
So there's one at the top, and then there's like this kind of waterfallish type feature that flows over into the other pool that's a little bit below it. And then there's a rock formation, and I wanted there to be an aquarium there, but I didn't want a waterfall because I don't know if y'all know this, but in my experience, whenever there's a rock kind of design thing and there's a waterfall feature, when you go in there, it's cold. It's freaking cold. I don't know why, but you know what I mean? It's cold. So I didn't
Yeah.
want that. So it's just going to be an aquarium display with a rock formation to have it be more themed, you know? And that is it. That's all I have for my Reef Resort.
Very cool. Very good. When you were talking about the lobby and wanting an aquarium, in my head I went, just make it the floor.
Honestly,
Yikes.
though, honestly, let's do it.
Not in a sky way, in a creative way.
So instead of the blue, tile, it's at the aquarium. That would be.
How do I write that down? Not in a skyway, in a creative way.
I kind of feel attacked here, but that's fine.
Anyway, Sky, what's your next one?